Hello, it's Queen Misty Woo Woo here with your monthly numerology update. August is here, and if July felt energized and forward moving, this month is going to feel noticeably different. The energy is slower. It's more reflective. It's asking you to pause, look back at what you've been building all year, and honestly assess what is still serving you and what isn't. And numerology can tell us exactly why, so let's get into it. If you've been here before and already know how numerology works, welcome back. Feel free to skip ahead to the next chapter. If you're new here, welcome. Numerology is the study of numbers as energetic archetypes. Every number carries its own theme and vibration, and those patterns show up in cycles that influence the energy of the year and each month. To find the universal year, we add the digits of the year together. For 2026, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 equals 10, and 1 plus 0 equals 1. We are in a universal year 1, the energy of new beginnings, independence, fresh starts, and planting new seeds. It's a year of initiation. Each month then builds on that yearly energy. To find the universal month, we add the universal year to the calendar month. August is the 8th month. 1 plus 8 equals 9. So August is a universal month 9. The number 9 in numerology is one of the most profound numbers in the entire cycle. It represents completion, release, endings, transformation, and closure. But here is something really important about this energy that I want you to hold on to. Month 9 is about completion, not finality. It is the ending of one cycle and the space it creates for the next one to begin. Think of it less like a door slamming shut and more like a breath, the exhale that has to happen before you can breathe in again. This is a time to reflect on what you have experienced, acknowledge what you have outgrown, and allow things to come to a natural close. Not forced, not rushed, just honest and aware. Before we get into the framework, the affirmation I've chosen to match this month's energy is, I am ready to close this chapter and start a new one. Come back to it this month, especially on the days when letting go feels harder than holding on. You can get this month's affirmation as a free downloadable phone wallpaper on my website. So how do we align with month 9 energy? Aligning this month means being honest with yourself. It means leaning into acceptance, reflection, and emotional awareness. Month 9 rewards the people who are willing to look clearly at their lives without flinching and without forcing anything to be different than what it is. This might look like recognizing what no longer feels aligned in your life, even if it is something you have worked hard to build. Allowing yourself to feel your emotions fully rather than pushing through or bypassing them. Reflecting on what you have learned this year, the lessons you didn't ask for but needed. Accepting endings without resisting them, even when the timing doesn't feel convenient. You don't have to force anything to end this month. You just have to see what's ready to end with clarity. Now let's talk about what we're releasing in August. And month 9 makes this one very clear. This month, we are releasing attachments to the past, emotional weight we've been carrying, and versions of ourselves we've outgrown. Month 9 asks you to let go, not with force, but with understanding and even with gratitude for what was. Releasing attachment to the past might look like finally allowing a situation, relationship, or identity to complete its cycle in your life. Letting go of the story you've been telling yourself about who you were or what should have happened differently. Releasing emotional weight might look like stepping away from situations that consistently drain you. allowing closure even when you don't have all the answers, because sometimes closure is something you give yourself rather than something that gets handed to you. You don't need permission to move on. Letting go is not losing something. It is creating space for what comes next. And what comes next in a universal year one is always a beginning. The anchor phrase for August is, every ending makes room for something better. Anchoring means trusting that endings are not just a part of your story. They are a part of your growth. What does that actually look like in daily life? It could be consciously and intentionally choosing to move forward rather than circling back, creating physical space in your life for new energy, clearing out, simplifying, releasing what no longer belongs, honoring what was without needing to hold on to it, giving yourself permission to begin again, not from zero, but from experience. You are not starting over. You are starting from everything you have already learned, and that is very different. Let's talk about the 3 crystal allies for August, each one supporting a different part of our align, release, and anchor framework. To help us align, we have Malachite. Malachite is known as the stone of transformation, and it is one of the most powerful crystals for bringing what is hidden to the surface. It supports deep emotional awareness, the recognition of patterns, and the kind of honest clarity that month 9 asks of us. If there is something in your life that you have been avoiding seeing, Malachite will help you see it, gently but clearly. Hold it during reflection or journaling. Use it when you're ready to face something honestly, or keep it nearby as you work through a period of personal growth. Malachite encourages you to see clearly what is ready to change, and to trust what it reveals is ultimately for your highest good. To help us release, we have Apache Tears. Apache Tears are one of the most deeply compassionate stones in the crystal world for emotional healing and release. They carry the energy of gentleness, grief processing, and letting go without feeling overwhelmed. These stones have a long and meaningful history as companions for loss and grief, and they bring a softness to the release process that makes even the hardest endings feel more bearable. Hold them during emotional moments when you feel the weight of what you're letting go. Keep them nearby for comfort and quiet support. Use them when you feel the need to release but aren't sure how. Apache Tears remind you that letting go is an act of love, not weakness. To help us get anchored, we have Bloodstone. Bloodstone couldn't be more fitting for a month that asks you to close one chapter and step into the next. It carries the energy of grounding, strength, and resilience, and it activates the inner courage that sometimes gets buried under fear or grief. Bloodstone supports emotional strength, stability during change, and the quiet determination to keep moving forward even when the path ahead isn't fully visible yet. Hold it when making decisions about your next steps, keep it nearby during times of transition, or carry it as a daily reminder of your own strength. Bloodstone reminds you that you are more resilient than you know, and that you are fully capable of stepping into whatever comes next. August is an invitation to let go with grace, to honor what has been, the chapters, the relationships, the versions of yourself that carried you to this point, and to trust that releasing them creates room for something even more aligned. Before we get into the question I'll leave you with, I want to take a moment to say that I always welcome comments below, and I will respond to any questions you may have. I'm so happy I get to be a part of your growth journey. And I'd like to mention that I am grateful that you've subscribed and hit the like button on this video. And if you haven't, take a moment to do so now before we move on. Thank you. This month's affirmation is, I am ready to close this chapter and start a new one. Come back to it whenever the weight of an ending feels heavier than the promise of what's next. You can get the free downloadable affirmation wallpaper for your phone I made just for you on my website, so you can come back to it and realign yourself with this month's energy anytime you feel the need. If you missed last month's announcement, my website is up. I took a lot of time designing it myself to make sure it has all of the information on there you could possibly need. Everything that I do, everything that I offer, like my freebie downloads, my shops, and more. And I also announced that I have created affirmation candles, shirts, stickers, and artwork using each month's affirmation. These products will get updated each month with the upcoming affirmation, so you can work with the affirmation whenever you like. Link in the description and on my website as well. The free affirmation wallpapers change each month, so make sure you get it before it changes. Now, I want to leave you with this question to sit with. What are you ready to release so you can move forward? Please share this video with someone you think could use some motivation. Stay tuned for the monthly tarot card reading and the monthly meditation. The real magic happens when this energy meets what I'm sharing next. See you there. Let's get aligned, let's release, and let's get anchored. Sending you love, light, and healing.